What's up, guys? We're back out here today. Today's video is part one of our cabin build series. We're going to be building a rock cabin right out here on our property, and all the rocks and the lumber is going to be sourced from our property, and we'll have to mill down the lumber on our sawmill. But the first thing we got to do is get this area cleaned up and start gathering up some rocks. We got all this carried over here so far. Dad's still working on the tractor over there. As soon as he gets done with that, we're going to take the tractor around the driveway and pick up as many rocks as we can and get a whole bunch of rocks piled over here. We got all this cleared off. As you can see, we're going to run and get the transit real quick and shoot it to see what our slope is. And then we're going to go get some rocks for our footing. Alright, so we got the transit set up here. As you can see, we're going to shoot this and see how sloped it is. And our plans for the cabin is to do a 12 by 12 first floor on the cabin, and then make the loft a 12 by 16 and do a hangover for a porch. So that way you'll have a lot more space having the loft and the regular cabin like that, not a bunch of wasted ceiling space. It's going to be a bug out cabin for us. Right. It'll be a prep cabin or bug out cabin, whatever you want to call it. Right. We're going to build it to last. It's going to be built well, not like the other cabin. It was just a pop-up cabin. Right. This one's going to be built well. It might take us a little bit longer to build, but it'll last a lifetime. Right. It's going to be built to last a lifetime and withstand anything. Right. So that's why we're building it this way, for a bug out cabin. Right, so we're just going to shoot this real quick and see what our slope is and start getting ready to set that floor. All right, Chris is down there. I'm going to shoot this with the transit real quick and see what we're at. All right, so we hit it at 85 3/4, and Chris is going to come forward 16 foot, and then we'll see what it's at, and that'll give us our slope. Right. Right in here. He's just coming forward 12 foot. I misspoke there. Right. But we're going to shoot this real quick and see what this is at. 73. Okay. So what's that drop there? 85 3/4 to 73, 12 3/4. So barely a foot. Right. It's not as bad as we thought. Right. Not as bad as I was thinking. Right. So that's good. That makes it easier for us. Not have to use as much fill and rock. So right. What we're gonna do is go get some rocks now, get them piled up. Right. What we're gonna do is try to get enough rocks piled up for our foundation. Right. And then once we get ready to build, we'll have to go get some mortar. And then we'll make a footing, yep. And then start our rocks down in the ground where this thing will never sink. Right. Never. What we're going to do crack out is we'll take and scrape all this ground down to undisturbed soil. That way, whenever you put your rock there and do a footing like that, it doesn't settle at all. It's real sturdy. And that's what we're going to do now, guys. Is go get those rocks and pile them up. We got all the prep work done today. As you can see, we got all this land scraped off and cleaned, and we figured out our slope, which is a little over a foot. We also got us a pile of rocks, but it's getting dark on us, so that's all the time we have for today. We're gonna catch you guys in the morning. We're back out here this morning. First thing we gotta do is get over there and get some rocks. guys just seen, we got all that mortar unloaded, and man, that put the tractor to the test right there.
Yes, sir.
We had those forklift forks on there and lifted that up, and we had to take like 6 bags off because that was about max for our tractor.
Right.
But we did get it in the shed, so we're all good there. Next thing we're going to do is drive some stakes in the grounds on each corner and get some lines ran across and get this squared up, mark it with spray paint, and then put that spade on there and dig our footing.
Sure.
Got all our stakes set in the ground, our strings pulled across, and we pulled corner to corner to get it square. Now we just got to dig our footing.
Spade does pretty good.
Yes, sir. Gets it pretty deep even. I mean, once you get this cleaned out, it'll be about a foot deep.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're looking for, just to keep the whole cabin from settling down. We just wanted to have a footing in here.
Right, and with this soil, it should be plenty good at a foot deep.
This is really hard soil up here, so.
Yes, sir.
We got that footing completely dug, as you could see. And the next thing we're going to be doing in the next video is putting that footing in there and doing a complete rock floor in here. So you guys are going to want to be sure to stay tuned for that. But that's all the time we have for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.